yourself!
Referee's okay with that. You know, you're playing against a Queen of Pain, you're expecting this this spam coming out, but Xavier towards the bottom lane, he doesn't have any mana left, he's just going to get clicked here by Baosu. And the first blood goes the way of Baosu. Jax is going to try and take out MGC first. A few more auto attacks coming out here, but the stick comes out first from the MGC, and Baosu goes down as well.
Able to rotate down and get a kill onto the opposing core.
Yeah, being able to pick up the kill on Baosu is really big for them. And the sleep does come out here on Xavier with the cogs forward, but he gets stuck inside of the cogs himself, and Xavier's doing a lot of damage. The Sunstrike is going to miss there from Reverie, but it doesn't matter with Tobbs. And Cozzy picks up Reverie in the mid lane. Goes out a little bit. They're doing pretty well on the experience way. The Impale coming out forward here onto the Clockwork, and he's definitely going to go down here from the Xavier. There's a lot of damage coming out from those bristles. And finally the Sunstrike hits, and Tobbs picks up one. Tobbs, this one's getting caught out by the Earth Spike. They are coming forward here on Xavier. They do have the battery assault as well as the cogs for the blowback. They're coming out from MGC. They still have enough move speed, and Cozzy takes out Reverie in the mid lane. Level 1 Illuminate coming out from MGC, so it doesn't feel all too scary. They're going to try and go forward here on Xavier. This is 5 seconds until they have the 10-minute rune. The Sunstrike comes down here onto the line, doing a lot of damage, and that right click there from Reverie takes out one, and they do get two caught inside of the cogs. Reverie has another spell coming off cooldown, but big sticks coming out from both these sides. Infinity Gaming, oh no, do get cleaned up there by the Cozzy Scream of Pain. I mean, Sonic Wave.
Nicely done. You know, it's definitely the ones that you want to be catching out, right? Like, what did they lose? They lost, was it the Lion and the Keeper of the Light, and in exchange you get a Troll. So it's pretty tasty.
And Hype Man solo kills Andros.
Yep. I mean, that's going to happen when you're 25 last hits ahead. And, you know, he's got the drums in his stash. I'm sure that'll be ferried out to him pretty soon.
Okay, so Andros does buy back towards the bottom side of the map. They want to try and get a kill here. He has the Rolling Thunder. Cozzy's getting stuck inside of these cogs. He doesn't have a blink for another couple of seconds, and Xavier's the one that's getting run at here by Baosu, but Cozzy picks up a double kill, and he's going to be able to get away as well. Does look like he's getting stun locked here by the Rolling Thunder, and with the silence coming out from the Lucky Shot. The chain stops that TP, so he's going to have to use the Battle Trance, but what does it really matter? It's kind of just a little bit of space crashing here for Baosu. Eventually will go down. Just wasting a little bit more time, meaning Reverie.
Constant harass coming through. I don't think they're going to dive on him quite yet.
Yeah, he's a tier 1 tower.
But he's kind of boxed in a little bit, though.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Great seasoned player this series.
Yeah, he's playing extremely well. Getting that body block off with the illusions means that he's able to just come in and looks like top lane. They're going to try and get something done here with Hype Man, but they come forward with the Searing Chains. They had the Fiend's Grip as well. Clockwork's coming forward, but this is a level 11 Ember Spirit. It's going to be quite hard for you to get anything done. They have made the hook shot forward, but Jesus comes in with the Will-O-Wisp on top. They're going to be able to lock in these heroes and Tobbs. He's going to go down. The Blinding Light comes all the way back, and they've picked up 3. And look,
Bounty runes up now. Looks like Hype Man wants to contest that one in the top lane. He's actually getting gone on a little bit here.
Get going on. They do use the Rolling Thunder, but it doesn't think it's going to be all too much. And the Sunstrike's going to come on top. So Reverie finally does pick up a nice little Sunstrike.
Can sort of fight around the rest of your team's ultimates, but definitely.
Oh, Andros, he used the Swashbuckler. He's going to come forward. They get the Hex out. They'll have this Earth Spike as well, and the Finger there just cooling down. They get themselves another stack, and they want to come forward here on the Tobbs. Does have the Fiend's Grip who wants to. Actually, he doesn't have a mana for the Fiend's Grip as well as the Searing Chance comes forward. And they're going to come here with the Sonic Wave coming out from Cozzy. Yeah, the Arcane Rune. He doesn't want to jump into the tier 1 tower. Hype Man doesn't get the chains forward. Out comes the Swashbuckle. Does get the silence on the Hype Man with the hookshot forward, but the Hex comes out and the Fiend's Grip on top. They finally take out Hype Man, and the Will-O-Wisp sitting on top. They take out one, but it looks like Cozzy is getting fairly low as well, and they do get 2 big core kills. Well, they're going to try and TP in here with Andros. They didn't get the silence out with the Lucky Shot that they wanted here, but the Cold Snap coming forward onto Reverie. Doing a lot of damage. Looks like Cozzy does get the blink away there, so there's not that much damage. And the Sonic Wave comes out, and the Sleight of Fist coming in from Hype Man. The pushback does a lot, but they finally do take him out with the, whatever it's called. They're going to come forward here with another Remnant, and they're going to try and take out Baosu on the sideline. Andros does get fairly low, gets away as well. In comes Reverie though. There's not all too much mana left here on Hype Man, but he wants to try and come forward. Does get another Searing Chains. Looking for it now, and they will be able to pick up the Invoker. Both able to live. Means that this game feels a lot more even than what it should. They come forward with the Fiend's Grip comes out here, but it looks like Reverie does throw out the Sunstrike, and they're going to be able to take out Hype Man there, getting the Rolling Thunder bounce off the stairs. They're going to come forward here, and Reverie is quite tanky on this Bristleback, so they need to do a lot more damage. They do come in here with Reverie, and the last little auto attacks, finally they pick it up. So Reverie gets himself 2 nice little kills there on the Invoker. Well, Cozzies are going to come forward. They do get the Orchid, but looks like the blind coming out from the Axes is doing a lot more work here. The Finger comes out on top. Do they have enough damage? No, they don't. He finally does get the Battle Trance off, so he's going to be able to survive just for a little bit longer. He needs to try and regen off these creeps, but I don't think he's going to be able to, and he will die there to the Sun. Doing a lot of damage here. They don't have the Finger coming out from Jesus just yet, but they're going to be able to chase down Tobbs. He gets a Nightmare save for a little bit, but doesn't matter. So Cozzy picks up one. And with the Orchid coming out here onto Pango, he does have the Guardian Greaves if he needs to use it, but the Sleep comes out here onto Cozzy. They're going to try and get done what they possibly can. The Sonic Wave comes out doing a lot of damage, but finally the Guardian Greaves comes out from Cozzy. The Will-O-Wisp doesn't really hit onto much. The Fiend's Grip is hitting here out onto the Ember Spirit with the Sunstrike on top. They take him down, so Reverie picks up one. Andros is getting fairly low. He gets fingered there by Jesus, and they take down another. So they've just responded here with a 1-1 straight away. They want to try and take out Bowsu with the Orchid on top. They're going to be able to pick up one. So they take out the pos.
And I think he's building up this load.
Looks like they're going to try and get a team fight going here towards this tier 2 tower. Looks like Cozzy on the backline has thrown out that Sonic Wave, and they've taken Bane at the start of the fight, but they're all stuck inside of this Ice Wall, and the Rolling Thunder on top. Hype Man, nice little dodge there by him, but it gets stuck there anyway. Only the disarm from the Lucky Shot as well. Another Remnant all the way back here. Andros is quite tanky here with his Guardian Greaves, but he gets the Orchid out on top of him, and a lot of these Goose Stacks coming out from Xavier as well. He's going to start auto-attacking this Pango. He can't do anything. He finally dies to the Soul Burn. Towards Cozzy, he does not have the Sonic Wave, and he has to try and jump himself away. Xavier's just stuck between the rest of Darksided here. Out comes the Spirit Vessel. They do get the Fiend's Grip as well as the Sunstrike out on top, but Cozzy's come back in on the sideline. Bowsu's here as well. Completed on Hype Man as well, so he doesn't have to worry about that Fiend's Grip. They really want Tobbs. They really want this Bane. They have found him out here. The Syrian Chain as well as the Orchid on top, and that used to be a Bane. He's gone, and they found more here, and also they don't have the Orchid to stop him getting the Rolling Thunder away. Cozzy's looking for more. Lucky Shot doing a lot of work here. Hypeman's getting bounced back by these cogs. Finally, with the BKB being used here by Bowsu, he's going to try and get something done. Out comes the Battle Trance, doing a lot of work here with this on. The Cataclysm on top does even more damage. Reverie takes out Hype Man, and this is no Ember Spirit. He can buy back into this fight if he wants to. Cozzy's getting Cold Snap to oblivion, and they take out the Lion as well. Hook shot forward from Poyo. He's trying to catch out MGC, who doesn't have the Will-O-Wisp. It is still on cooldown, so with the Spirit Vessel, they're just going to come forward. He gets the Blinding Light out. They're going to try and stop the TP, but it doesn't matter. Xavier's getting stuck here by the Rolling Thunder from Andros. Does not get stuck on top of him. Out comes Lotus Orb as well here from Xavier, just trying to stop a little bit of this damage. But MGC, he's the one that's getting caught out. So they take out the Keeper of the Light, and they have found Xavier again. So in comes the Enfeeble. So a lot of these CCs are going to be doing a lot of work, and he gets rooted out here, and Bowser's going to be able to take him down. And so, Infinity up in the TP, yeah, they do, with the Cogs push back. Xavier, he's quite tanky here on this Bristleback. He does have a little bit more of the regen, but they're going to come forward here. Doesn't really matter when Bowser's just sitting here auto-attacking him with Alacrity on.
Either side.
Yeah, especially because at 40 minutes in the game, it doesn't feel like either of these teams can finish this game anywhere close. But the Hex comes out here on a Cozzy. They are able to 100-0 this Queen of Pain because he hasn't brought out the...
If they use this offensive glyph to be able to protect the creep wave.
Yeah, they're going to come forward here. The Tornado comes out. They're trying to keep Xavier up in the air as possibly can. The Rolling Thunder comes all the way through. They've caught out Jesus on the side. If they take it this line, it's a lot of damage going down here for Infinity Gaming. They have. They've taken out the line, but he buys back straight away. Cozzy's still holding his, but he has finally used it. And Hype Man on the sideline, he's already been Fiend's Grip. The Will-O-Wisp comes out, hits onto a couple of these heroes. They're getting stuck in here. The Cataclysm on top doesn't do all too much, though. Hype Man is getting fairly low when it comes to the mana side. They've taken out the Bane on the side, and the BKB's galore here from Darksided. Cozzy almost goes down there to Bowsu, but Bowsu's just sitting here on top of Xavier doing what he can. Hype Man, he has no mana, so he can't come back in. And that's a massive Illuminate. The Finger on top. They take out Reverie, and they're going to be able to take out the Clockwork as well. Poyo getting fairly low. Actually, he's fairly quite tanky here, and they're coming forward. They're going to be able to take out Andros as well as... Oh, speaking of necessary, Andros is getting going on right now, but Cozzy... Oh, out comes the Lincoln's Pop as well as the Sun forward. They have the Abyssal Blade on top, and they take out Cozzy. So, Cozzy just... Exactly. So, with another 15 seconds left on the BKB, they are just going to try and come forward here. Bowser gets on the front lines, have to use the buyback here from Cozzy. He really wants to try and defend this tier 3 tower. There's a DD on the Troll Wallet as well. Out comes the Syrian Chains, coming out on top with the Orchid, but the BKB does dodge that Finger of Death, and out comes the Cataclysm on top. He's going to do a lot of work. Doesn't really do all too much, though. And Cozzy on the back line, he's trying to do what he can, but it doesn't look like he can. Jesus dies. 90 seconds without him, and MGC dies as well. Bowser's just going ham with his DD rune. They take out Cozzy as well. That's 120 seconds without a Queen of Pain, and it looks like Troll Wallet's trying to do what he can. He's still fairly healthy with this Satanic. Xavier's getting thrown up into the air. He has to get back with these Guardian Greaves, and Hype Man keeping Andros stuck underneath this tower. And Poyo's just trying to do what he can against these tier 4 towers. Hype Man, he's just trying to take out everybody, but the Hex comes down. The Ember Spirit, he's dead as well. He has to buy back into this fight. Remnant's all the way forward. They want to take out Bowser. They want to take out anybody from Darksided. Doesn't look like they can with the Whirling Axes on top. Ember Spirit, he can't hit through these axes. And with the Satanic on top, they finally take out Bowser, and they finally take out Andros as well. So all The Radiant kill, but Bowser's already picked everything up. They're going to come forward. There is the cheese sitting inside of the Roche pit, but I don't think it matters. Rolling Thunder's coming forward. They're going to be able to catch out Hype Man here. He does get the silence out onto him as well. There's the Bissell Blade on top. They're going to try and take out this Ember Spirit, but I don't think they really can. The Will-O-Wisp is standing and creating a little bit of space here, and Reverie on the sideline. They've caught out Kazi. He's dead for 100 seconds. Bowser's standing on top of Xavier. He's going to be able to chop him down. Yeah, he does have no mana, but I don't think he's going to be able to take out the Bristleback. No, he can't. And the Will-O-Wisp is creating a little bit more space here for the side of Infinity Gaming, but Reverie, he's the one that's coming in. He's the one that's doing all the damage. Out comes the Cataclysm. He's going to be able to take out the Creeper of the Light. Yeah, they do. Bowser picks him up, and Xavier's sitting on the sideline. Cheese is still sitting in the Roche Street, but it doesn't matter, especially because Hype Man has no mana and he's silenced up as well, and he's dead. And I think Infinity Gaming, I think that's it.
Here they go. This is the end push, is what we're thinking. Reverie even just
Reverie
jumping forward.
He's found Jesus here. He does have the Tornado up into the air, does the Deafening Blast as well. Going to be able to pick him off. Well, actually, no, it looks like Xavier does come in and try.